Welcome back, everybody. This is Brother Meat here. Today we're going to continue our quest to complete Pathfinder Kingmaker with Dora, our sword saint, as well as his two mercenary assistants. We have a eldritch scoundrel who is undead, and we also have a inquisitor who is the summoner class version of them, one that can summon all the kick-ass pests. So we are using a variety of mods, and someone specifically asked for my information on the turn-based combat settings. So this is what I have, if this helps you at all. So let me go through this slowly here. Turn-based mode, distance modifiers, surprise round. All units that haven't been seen while get a surprise round before regular rounds, which is extremely helpful. Prevent unconscious units from instantly leaving combat. Only dead units will instantly leave combat. So again, you can like res your team, kind of stuff. Flanking count. All opponents within threatened range, regardless of unit's current command. This one actually I should probably, quite frankly, shut off. Uh, if I understand what this is telling me here, the flanking count all opponents within threatened range. Literally, if I have two guys flanking the same target, then you can get sneak attack bonuses. That's the flanking bonuses and all that other stuff that goes with that too. So, that's fine. But if I've always understood flanking to be not just that we're standing near this doofus, that we're both engaging the doofus, which I think would be what this would be if I shut it off, but I'm not going to until I test that out. Reroll perception dice against stealth once per round. So once per combat. Nah, screw that. And quite frankly, you're stealth, then you're done. You know, if you've been perceived, then we already know where you're at, kind of thing. I don't think you get to double dip on that. That seems weird. Radius modifier. Modifier affecting Pathfinder for all units not affect reach. Not idea what that idea is. Probably to make sure that you're not standing on top of the opponent like some kind of doofus. Moving through friendly units. Units can move through ally, which they damn well better be able to. Apply to player, apply to neutral units, apply to enemy. I have no idea what all that means. So moving through non-hostile units. So obviously, you basically get bumped by opponent or teammates that aren't teammates per se. Like NPCs, for instance. Try to avoid overlapping when moving through. Yeah. Basically, it's just this is how they control the tune. Do not moving through non-ally units. That makes no sense. That's some real bad English right there. Worthy of my channel. Let's see. Automation. Auto turn off units AI on player's turn starts. Yeah. Auto turn on party's AI on turn-based combat end. Auto select current. This is probably the stuff that you're missing here, bro. Auto select current unit on player's turn starts. Auto select the entire party on turn-based combat end. So again, green for all these. The only one that are red for this column is auto enable 5-foot step on player's turn start. That one actually would be kind of cool, so that you don't screw up like I've been doing by having them move, literally taking the tiniest of stutter steps as an actual step, and then they swing their weapon only once. That's what I've been messing up. So honestly, if I turn that on, that'd probably benefit me. What is this going to do for you if you turn it on? My guess, I've never tried it, but my guess is that, like it says, the 5-foot stutter step is already highlighted and selected. So that literally, your character has to shut that off if you want them to do a full movement. Now that's, again, also problematic in that if I forget that I have the stutter step on, and I try to just move them, from here to like here, halfway across the map, which is their normal distance of moving, they'll only do that 5-foot stutter step and then go, boop, I'm done now, what do you want me to do? And that would screw me, again, completely. So again, it's kind of potato, how you want to handle that. Auto end turn if all actions are used up. That one I'm fine with, so literally, once they've done all three things that they can possibly do in a combat round, poof, their turn's done. Which is one of the reasons why I've probably been doing end turn and skipping people's turns by mistake, because it's doing this. If I shut this off, I got a feeling what's going to happen is, I literally can just say, you know what, I will physically click the end turn. If I have this red, I think that's what that's telling us. Auto end turn if player's unit is idle. Can be used for auto combat. I have no idea what that even means. But that's basically what we got here. I'm not changing anything right now because, again, I have no idea what all that stuff officially does. But that's the settings. I hope that helps you solve your problem. As to turn-based combat, trust me when I say once you get it working, you will love it. It is amazing to have turn-based combat in this game, in my opinion. Yes, I've played it the original vanilla version way without the mod, and it's fine. It's a lot of cluster pile. Yes, I can summon stuff, and yes, I can individually pause and round by round tell people what to do. But keeping track of it gets to be a nightmare, and then just randomly turns into me highlighting the whole group and saying, kill this guy, okay, good job. Now kill this guy, okay, good job. Now kill this guy, and it just seems weird. It's like everybody's shooting at the same dude, boof, and then everybody in mass turns like some kind of freaky zombie army that I'm controlling and saying, okay, kill this guy, okay, yes, master. So it just feels odd to me. Okay, so I'm not going to do Wuma Lashmatu, like we said in the last video. I need to load from capital or Boom, where we're actually leaving. What we're going to do is, since I was fortunate enough to get the correct alignment, which was lawful apparently, to make Keston do what he's supposed to do. Goddamn Keston. Go back to the capital. He's protecting the capital. I should be going to the Wuma Flashmatu to solve the problems there. Now, I don't know that I'm still not screwing something up here by going to the base, hence the hard save, which is why we're doing this. So we're doing this live. Let's hit this up. We already got stuff where we want to. We're at a good weight. We're leaving the stuff there. And we can always come back for this stuff and, piecemeal it out if you want to get a little extra money. I mean, it's not a ton, but hey, man, another $500 is another $500. Sometimes that's, enough to put you up and over the top for the BP purchase that you wanted to have. But we're actually going to do the thing where we're not supposed to. We're supposed to be exploring the Wuma Flashmatu while Keston handles this. But we also know that this is a cluster pile. So we're going to save them here first and then go to the Wuma Flashmatu. Since there's no one there, it's not a real big deal unless it's like some kind of freaky time limit. And again, the way we solve that time limit as far as I'm concerned is we're not going to rest here. After here, all the way to Wuma Flashmatu, we'll take on the Wuma Flashmatu and we'll rest maybe there, which means we'll take, of course, provisions. So that'll be a thing. But once we're in the Wuma Flashmatu, I can't even speak today, I think we should be okay. But this is clearly a bad area. I've used up that rod already twice. So we clearly need a buff. So make sure to get some of the good stuff on. Definitely want that strength buff. You can have these wings, honey bear. How do you? These are mine. I got the good ones. She can have herself that. These already used it, so let's have her use the AoE delay poison. That's why it's nice to have it on more than one teammate. You'd be surprised how often you need to be protected from poisons. Knock Knock's already rocking it in the free world. I'm going to have her use her order on Knock Knock though, because he could use extra protection. He's going to hop off a nice bless for us. Get his Shield of Faith on himself and Akin, because why not? Freedom of movement, I don't think we really need that just yet. This is a 1 minute per level buff for him, but I'm going to do the Acid Maw instead, just for the pet. Quick save that mess. So as you can see, we got hiders everywhere, people freaking out. Delia, the young guard is holding her. Oh, we actually know her. She's the dwarf. One that always hangs up in the corner over here by Valerie. The young guard is holding her weapon with limp hands as blood streams down her bent and broken armor. Your Grace, at last, I'm not sure how much longer we'd have made it without you. Loftgood, heal the guard. Let me help you. Thank you, Your Grace. Abadar willing, we'll show these beasts what we're made of. What are you doing here? I'm wounded. The captain guard ordered me to stand guard here to help civilians flee and await your arrival. By Abadar, I'm so glad you finally made it. Who's attacking us? Monsters, Your Grace. Hydras, manticores, and some of the sort of creatures like bears, but with bird heads. That's owl bears. At first we thought it was an enemy army, but there are no humans among them. They don't seem to be led by anyone. They just keep coming and coming and coming like an avalanche. Report. Despite the dire situation, we're holding on. There have been casualties, but we're evacuating as many civilians as we can to safe locations. You made it just in time, Your Grace. You can still save your people and your capital. Is Keston here? Yes, I just saw him. He ran past with a group of reinforcements cursing uphill and down dale. Uphill and down dale. I'm not sure where he was headed, though. I don't have time to waste. Okay, so that's basically your good news. So with him here, he's basically holding the fort, so to speak. We can go this way, but it literally cuts us through. And this is going to be a pile of trash for fighting. As you can see, we have stuff is going to spring up that we weren't anywhere near that mess, and it's going to queue into our, because of our turn-based combat. So we're going to have to kind of rush here, because we already have fights that have spawned, and I don't want our people to just straight up be murdered. They'll die. There ain't a whole lot I can do about them dying, but it's one of those things where if we can try to salvage as many as possible, we probably should. So let's just run up here and mess this guy up. Solid hit on the owl bear, but those guys are tough. Knock knock. Can you charge, son? No, you cannot. So just come up here. He's not quite tough enough to handle these guys just yet, so I'm going to have him stand here. Bumpers is biting these guys. Dire, that's a Venom Wolf? Oh my god, okay. And we got a Dire Venom Wolf who looks like he's stealthing over here. Oakbow, can you charge this fool? No, no need to, so you can get up in here and just actually attack. Solid, solid. Down to half health. Okay, thank God I have my protections up. Tristan, do us a solid favor. Populate over there, bro. Enter. Yeah, that's my guard doing good work. Alright, he can't reach him, and there's no way he's going to reach him with just a 5-foot stutter step. You see that? So, we really have to move him. You might as well move him a decent chunk. So, Kondayo, move your ass. And now just shoot one time into the chest of that doofus. That's okay. Totally worth. Proto can cover you, though, and she can do... If we wanted to fast forward this fight, we could probably hit it with this Bone Shatter, but I think I want to save some of those hard-hitting spells. Hit him with this, though. Solid. We'll step forward. You see, again, it's going to flash us through those various things. Now, this is Eliza. She's our last combatant.
Do not hold back.
I'll say I seem to be blocked by something. So she just hit the owlbear and finished it off. Good job. But now again, all these other things are going to happen for combatants we can't even see. So we're really going to be in a pinch here to get moving through this capital. So I'm going to rush up here around the skeletons.
You should have run.
Clearly I'm not going to be able to hit that guy that way. So let's cantrip him. Yep, no joy on that. Knock knock on the other hand. Can you get up on this fool?
Knock used to lighting enemies on fire first.
That's okay. We at least got protection from poison, which is more than our teammates or our captain of the guards can say. So, doggo, stop being weird. Yeah, this is really going to annoy. It's all the trash in the street that's really kind of screwing us here. I honestly could have just teleported the team to this other side of the ravine here and probably would have been better off. But what is? We'll make do. It's only one more opponent, and then we'll rush on to the next one. And there's a bunch like north of us, so we're going to follow straight north, then sweep to the west. We're going to sweep west and then hit the east bottom, southeast, and then work our way to northeast, which is where our capital, our actual town hall, whatever you want to call it, is. My home. There we go. Proto.
Out of my way!
Oh, missing a critical miss. Oof. Wow, you really wanted to miss that target. Okay, Eliza. See that right there? Told you there's going to be even more that you just didn't see. You walk into the area and suddenly you show up. It's the turn-based mod that's really kind of messing this up because it's a pre-programmed map of where all the bad guys and good guys are at. So it's going to mess a lot of stuff up as a result of this. But this should hold them while my team finishes off that Venom Wolf down here. Dora, matter of fact, why don't you come up here? Fight with that owlbear, just to give him something to think about. Knock knock, you can finish him off, right? Yeah, it's my knock knock. I love that little dude. He'll probably help with this yellow whatever the hell that said. Manticore. Well, that's a solid name. Alright, these guys are clearly rushing him. I could take Oakbow here to help me. Maybe that's a good idea. There we go. Hey, we'll even take a knockdown. That'll be nice. Tristan will come up here. Since he's not really good at shooting anyway, we'll give him a one-target shot.
My hand.
Hey, and he managed to hit him. 2 whole damage points. Skeletors will come up and do their thing. I can probably break away Dora from here now, since they're clearly going to have him dead. Okay, Ekund. Again, you're going to have to be at full movements, bro. Why don't you see if you can finish off that owlbear. Well, every little bit helps. Proto. This is where haste could come in super handy, by the way, which I do have. I just need to regroup the team to pull that shit off. End your turn there, kid. More owlbears. nasty wyverns, minotaurs, venom wolves besides, hydras. Lord, we got all kinds of monsters in the kingdom. I wonder why no one wants to visit here. Alright, Liza, your turn, Hunter.
We shall
Kill this guy.
overcome.
Or at least stab him and make him scared of it. That's a solid 26 hit. I saw that. Dora, we got the bear dead. Can you move to his one?
Don't hold back!
You can. Alright, knock knock. Do that thing you do so well. Take that. Yeah, knock knock. It's the best knock knock ever. Over here, Aqua. You got good movement, so we're going to use you to basically corral things. Tristan, you're right up here. And you're going to shoot at this
I'll try to make this swift.
No joy on that. Skeletons are doing their thing. Looks like that guy's got a little bit of wear and tear to him. I think he can shoot the ferocious wyvern from where he's standing, but I want to make sure. So 5 foot stutter step closer. On target. Come here, Egan.
A troop.
You should be able to get a full attack round on him. 1, 2, 3. Solid. That's why we love hacking. It does work. Alright, Proto. Feel free to unload on that owl there. There's this sneak attack, love. Good job, kid. Good job. Uh-oh. Killing the puppers. Ooh, he went pissy on puppers. Oh, and puppers has a problem with him. What is that? What is that effect? Yellow Dewey Womer. It must be something about him being a Dewey Womer thingy. Alright, Eliza. You are... Can you get up through here?
Attack!
Might as well finish the thing that's right next to you. Come on, guys. Kill this thing.
This will hurt.
Oh, citizen fleeing. See, that scared the shit out of me. I'm like, what the hell kind of ghost is that? One of my citizens trying to get the hell out of here. Sorry, citizen. Continue to move on. Alright, knock knock. You know what to do. Got a critical. Didn't get sneak attack, as you saw. But
So
that's not his
it's come
fault.
to this.
Tristan, move this way. Skeletons are doing their thing. To the point where they're kind of in the way. So we'll have to use range attackers to drown this guy. That's okay, that's what we got guys here for. 5 foot stutter step might get him there. Let's hope.
I got you dead.
Yeah. Awesome. Heckin'. Good work, Sunshine. Alright, Frodo. Gonna find our next target. Is it over here? No, those appear dead. It's gotta be up here then, right? Yeah, there it is. Oh my god. Oh, here we go. Oh. Alright, we gotta get up here. Come on, team. Elijah's running interference. Take your lizards with you. Hope that citizen gets the hell out of here. Alright, Dora's turn. Can you charge, Dora? Sadly, no. However, you can cast spells, so feel free to step over here. And since we have some protection from poison, you know what? Matter of fact, we got slow. Let's use some slow on these fools. Why? Because it's teammate friendly for one, and they'll definitely hamper them. Assuming they fail their will save. And again, they're dumb beasts. High will saves are unlikely. So that's a good call there. It keeps them from sprinting all up in their face. Knock knock, for instance, though, can have some fun. Knock, knock, knock. You need to get all up in here with it. This hider needs to get ready to start getting shredded.
Enemies on fire first.
Akbo, move butt cuts. Hey, you were able to attack this round. Good on you, bro. Tristan, move, 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 and shoot.
Repent.
Hey, hit it. Skeleton's coming. We need to get Ekin up in here. Yeah, see, the problem with Ekin is he's always so far in the back that we really need to usually make him double move. I have a spell I should be putting on his list that gives me another 10-foot movement per combat round. That would probably be not the worst idea ever. You need to stutter step back away from that mess. Play a little dungeon pool ferocious Hydra. Boom! Suck it, loser. That's some sneak attack love too. That's what that battering blast is so useful for. Each ball that hits them, you start with 1, then you get 2 at level 10, a third one at level 15, and then at level 20 cast, you can get their 4th and final ball. You shoot 4 of those things. Each one that hits them not only does it damage, but it stacks the pushback effect. So literally, if it's not likely to happen on the first ball it hits, the second ball is a better chance by like a 10. And then each other ball is like another 10 added to it. So again, if you look at the combat maneuver bull rush attempt, the 27 modifier was probably because it was the second ball, otherwise it'd been a 17 or something similar. So
Do not hold
pretty solid. Ooh, just doing work on this guy. Alright, since the lizards and her and the skeletons seem to have this, I'll probably dip in here and finish off that Hydra.
You showed up.
So, and just move a little closer to these guys to get their attention. Come and get it there, slow pokey. That is some serious slow movement. Slow spell is amazing, apparently. Alright, knock knock. You know what we need to do. Nice. Okay. Christian.
You forced my hand.
Good try, good try. Skeleton's doing work. Alright. I can die with a 5-foot stutter step that's going to be close enough to hit most of these fools. Let's try the
Cannot
owlbear.
hide from me.
Boom. Bam. Oh, it wasn't enough to drop it though, but that was solid work there. I can thank you, sir. Alright, your turn,
hear
madam.
you cry.
There's some sneak attack. Oh yeah, he's dunked. Since she has this and so does Knock Knock, I should probably switch them off. Since she's ranged, I'm going to have her keep the armor class penalty, so she can keep it for everybody. Knock Knock, though, I'm going to have him switch over to the -2 to their swing against us penalty. Because between those two, that we've really penalized them in a decent way. -2 to their hit, a chance to hit us, and a -2 for, +2 technically for our chance to hit them, which I think is a solid choice. Eliza, your turn, hon. Alright, we got one over
We
here still to
shall
finish off.
overcome.
Boom, pokey pokey. Remember, she has that bleed sigh, so unless there's a save on that, which I don't think there is, that thing's going to do 1 to 6 damage every round regardless, as long as they don't heal or regenerate. But we're not going to give her the opportunity.
Be easier if
Do
you
that
not
thing.
fight back.
Boom. Told you, knock doing work. Okay, quick pause on that. While we're here,
Weapons, spells, poisons.
I have a case of...
Killing is so diverse these days.
Someone
A
just
shame
ploded?
one
Holy hell.
life is not
All right.
enough to master them all.
I wanted to have this on, what I was saying, so that I could do this. Team haste with double the duration. Because I use the extend magic rod. So we got a 3-minute buff. That's, 10 combat rounds times 3, so 30 combat rounds worth of zipping around. So we're going to try to make the most of it, alright? So, first things first. Oh, he wasted his turn.
Don't
Might as
hold
well get up
back.
in here. Eliza, though, she can charge this for. Nice. Proto, gonna fire from back there, yeah. And got some sneak attack, so it minus his armor. Beautiful work, kid. We'll clean up this place later. I'm not worried about it now. I don't think it goes away. But we do need to be specifically mindful of the fact that we're on a clock here because of the haste.
Hope it not fight back. Best kind of
We
fight.
found something too. Did you hear that? What was it? Oh, look, we found a scythe. Or, not a scythe, what is that thing called? Sickle. We found a sickle. I wonder if it's magic. Alright, anyway, Liza, you're back here. Charge this fool.
Take that.
We'll join on that. Okay. These little dudes are going to do the best to catch up. Now they're mauling our peeps, apparently. Knock knock. Can you charge this fool? No. Might as well finish him off then. Proto.
Out of my way.
Solid hit. Ekandayo. 5-foot stutter step this way, sir.
Nowhere
Get that
to
quick
run.
bear.
No time wasted.
Oh, solid. Yeah, I can doing work for the team. Yeah, so where's my guard? I tell you, my guard's not wusses. I hope they do more of this in the next game, the Wrath of the Righteous, by the way. This is amazing, the fact that you have guards. Not that we can control them. I think what they should do, and I know this is pie in the sky dreaming, but remember how when we were hiring people, our guards, we were talking to Reg, who was basically in charge of hiring the military. He specifically asked for seasoned warriors. We could just hire anybody, but a lot of them, or seasoned warriors and a few of them, and have good fighter types, or we could hire casters, and he wanted casters, which I agreed with. I would like it if they actually had that here, where we actually saw casters that are just, like buffing teammates or casting spells to damage them, magic missiles going off. I think that would have been pretty baller myself. They would have been squishy as hell for this particular fight, but I think the mechanic would have been well received. So as you see here, we got a quick bear. Something that I don't do enough of is I don't have any good spells that are single target, like hit this guy, like magic missiles I don't keep on hand anymore. I rely on a weapon, which is nothing wrong with that. My weapon is pretty awesome. But, let's see if we can do something here. Oh, sorry, bro. I did not see you there. I just made him sick. But he is 2. See that? Hopefully that means the whole monster's sick, because if it's just one head that's sick, then he's getting screwed here in a moment. But our team's immune to the poison except for the pets that we summoned. So we have a pretty good shot at getting in that cloud and taking that jackass out before he has a chance to do anything. Oh, not with this though. Black Dewey Wilmer Bear, huh? Okay, okay. Tristan, I need you to move your happy ass this way, sunshine. Come over here, and can't reach that, so I guess you're shooting at this guy.
I'll try to make this swift.
Hey, solid hit, man. So you and Tristan with a nice little belt upgrade and a solid bow/crossbow. He does pretty good for himself. Oh, your man's robe. He saw that she made it scared or feared or whatever. Yeah, that shaking effect on it. Penalty to its swing on us. Very, very helpful. I don't want like people getting murdered here though. Come on now. Knock knock. Help us out, bro. Oh, that was not what I wanted to see. Proto. Well, since you're only going to shoot once, full movement down here, and I want you to do actually a snowball. Thank you. Still wasn't a sneak attack though. Wow, that's amazing. Things must have been immune to it. Akin.
I aim true.
I only got one shot, but that's okay. I needed to get you up front of the team here. Dora, we're going to help this guy up. I was going to go the other direction, but it's probably better off that we dogpile on the rabbit over here. Nice mauling attack. Not you, I meant me. You jackass. Okay, anyway, that guy's fleeing. Tristan.
So it's come to this.
Stop hurting my peeps. Eliza, can you catch him?
Attack!
You can. I think it's a dead end over there too, so it's going to have to come back. We're probably just going to have to chase it around when we're trying to take down it. But with Ekin shooting it, I think we should be okay.
Come here, Bax. Not stab you.
Yeah, it's a sneak attack finally. Get out of the stinky cloud, red bro.
Run them through.
Boom. Boom. Gotta love haste.
I grant you death.
Straight up whiffing on that, but that's okay. These guys are going to try, but they're going to get stuck in that cloud. My turn, though.
This will hurt.
One close enough. Was literally like the tiniest foot stutter step away. There we go. Alright, team. Check up here.
I'm off.
No joy. Keep coming. Keep coming. Alright, so now here is where, there's no more fighting over here, but here's where the marauders are ripping us off. While the fierce battle rages, these people aren't fighting or fleeing. Rather, they've entered one of the ruined buildings and seem to be filling their sacks with whatever goods have been left behind. Noticing you, one of the marauders turns pale and drops his bag. God damn. What are you doing here? We're, well, don't suppose you believe we're picking up lost goods to return to their owners, would you? You have a choice. I either execute you here and now, or you voluntarily submit yourselves to the captain of the guard and follow his every command. Looking back and forth between themselves, the pale-faced marauders eventually nod, drop their bags, and make their way to the captain of the guard under your watchful eye. Jackasses. Stealing from your own people during a time of crisis. What the hell is wrong with this country?
I'm there.
I remember a happier Betchawana land. Oh well. So, coming up here, and just because I don't want to lose that item, I'm going to loot these things real quick. Not that I care about the loot, it's the sickle that I'm missing. There it is. Or the, not the sickle. Yeah, it's the sickle. Yeah. Sickle plus 2. Oh, wow. Okay, so over here now. We're going to come down this alley. And you'll see we have Virgil. Beneath the, and he was our, or is our armor smith, the one that we never really buy from. He's the one that's next to the guy we buy from. Beneath the crushing wave of a monster carcass lies a guard, unconscious and bleeding but still alive. Your Grace, he's wounded. Help me get him out of here before he loses too much blood. Heal the guard. I'll tend his wounds. The only way you can do this, by the way, is having a teammate that has the heal ability, or yourself, which I did not have, obviously. The guard's wounds rapidly close. The blacksmith nods in gratitude. Okay, good. Help the blacksmith. All right, on 3. 1, 2, 3. Gathering all your strength, you and the blacksmith manage to lift the monster's bulk off the ground and drag the guard out from beneath it. Phew. Lad's been within a hair's breadth of dying. He makes it to end of the battle. He should call this his second birthday. What happened? While I was sitting in my smithy, I heard some shouting on the street, so I grabbed my maul and headed out. Saw this ugly mug throw that poor guard to the ground and get a huge bite in, so I gave it a good whack to the head, then another and so on until it stopped moving. That's a good plan. Wasn't strong enough to pull the lad free from under its fat belly, though. Good thing you showed up. You killed this beast on your own? I'm impressed. Blacksmith's face twisted in distaste. Hey, I can fight all right, just don't like to. Fair enough. It's fortunate we're by your smithy. I have an urgent purchase to make, and actually you can do this, so you can drop your load of stuff. I remember keeping the short sword. And this gives us all that crap that's been weighing us down, so if you're especially heavy teammates, you can actually start chucking stuff. You can also buy things if you think you need to have something like right now, but there's probably not something that he has that you're going to give a damn about. Mostly we're selling him stuff. The only thing that would be of any interest, if someone on my team could use it, would be this mithril full plate right now. Long shank bane, though I don't need that. I don't need that sickle. Keeping the cold iron dagger. Oh, dog slicer, don't need that piece of piss. Yeah, I think we're good. Oh, and do we have enough rations? We have enough rations. Okay, let's get out of here. Okay, so that was that. Cut through this alley here, and you're going to get sniped again. And really nasty fight for the people that are trying to survive this fight. So you really need to like get up on it if you're trying to save as many as possible. It's not that there's a penalty or anything. Just saying, it's really annoying. I didn't want to do that. It's really annoying when they die and you're right there watching it happen. So, Eliza.
Strike as one.
Purple. That looks neat. That thing's got, see what it has? It has mirror image on it. Multiple versions of itself. You see that crap? So Ekin, you need a 5-foot stutter step this way. And just unload into this thing until all those illusions are gone. Got him on the one. Got him on the second one. Woot! Ekin, you beast. Aqua, get up here and mess with him too. That's alright. Yeah! Alright, Proto. Got 2 shots, right? There's one. Oh, you're down of little buddies there, friend. It's all you now. They got our guard holding their own. Who the hell's doing that? Oh, Red Dewey Womer. Oh, looks like you bastards have fire powers. Okay. Well, where's Knock Knock? Get up here, Knock Knock. Finish this fool off. That's good enough. 80 damage. I'm telling you, man, Knock Knock is the bomb. Tristan, come up here. So actually right here, and I want you to kick off AoE heal just in case it heals your team and the good guys, but I don't think it does. They're coming after Dora.
Strike.
Not surprising. Did good work, Dora. Good work. Eliza, I need you to come over here,
Do
kid.
not hold
And
back.
mess with that thing. But help the guard out. Try to pull it away from him if you can. Oh, here's your lizards coming from behind. About to say, where'd these fellas turn off to? Oh, they went after Knock Knock. Nothing I can do about that.
Nowhere to
Ekin.
run.
Solid work, Ekin. Solid work. Huckbo. That's my puppers. Get this red doing one more cat. Reefer. Things needs to straight up die. You're trying to punch it to death, citizen? Oh my good lord, people. Get out of my kingdom.
Die.
Unless you're monking it up, kid. You ain't got nothing. Took a little on the chin there. That's okay. That's not cool, though. Knock, knock. Get over here and finish this thing off if you
Not
can.
used to lighting enemies
That's
on
a knock,
fire
knock.
first.
I love you, man. You're my favorite Escabo in the world.
Repent.
Oh, you got one in. Cool. Dora.
Don't hold back.
Yes.
This will hurt.
Eliza.
We shall overcome.
Nice. Lizards coming into boat. Right in the hind quarters, too. Alright, you know what to do, reckon.
True.
Kill that thing.
Get yourself exposed.
That's my team.
I'm there.
Alright, now over here, I don't think there is anything. You got people here, and you can talk to someone. Alina, remember her? She's the one that's into Ekin. Alina, the local tavern keeper, runs up to you. Her face is pale and she's shaking with fear. Your Grace, well, what's happening? There are monsters. Still save our souls. Is this the end? Is the town lost? Neutral. Haha, great day, isn't it? We're having a ball. I was kidding. Lawful good. Calm down. Everything's under control. Just follow those guards there, and they'll take you to safety. Alina takes a deep breath and exhales loudly a few times before looking back to you, devotion in her eyes. Thank you, my baron. I know you'll protect us. She gives you a quick bow before hastily walking towards the guards. Gotta save Ekin's future woman.
I do what I must.
Don't want my peeps being unhappy.
Their
Over
life
here.
ends here.
Oh, what the hell was that? Someone just ran away and said, guards, anyone help? Alright, so here is if you did not get Keston to come back here to protect the keep, okay? Here is the fight with Jad. You come here first, you can save Jad. If you come here after saving Keston over at the Womb of Lamashtu, let's say it right one of these times, I swear. You're the save Keston and then come back here was what's the way you used to do it. When you do that now, Jad's dead here. Okay, so hopefully Jad's alive and Keston's alive, because I don't like losing advisors, and that straight up sucks. So, cross your fingers. Now we have a Venomanticore, Venahydra, Venom Hydra. I'm going to go after the Hydra here, because I can see it for one. Knock Knock. Go ahead after this one.
Not fight back.
Sneak attack. Proto. I'm going to have her cast Glitter Dust to light these two fools up. Oh, these three fools here up. Boom. No more invisible for you. That's right, we can see everything you're doing. We're like the FBI of the wizarding world.
You forced my
Again,
hand.
Christian. Nice shot in the face. And again. Beautiful. Eliza, we need you to charge right here. Oh, that was sexy. Any
Attack!
more movement in you? No. Okay, I can die you. Back in. Be proud.
Let you dead.
Oof, that was not good. That was not good, Ekin. I won't lie to you. Right. Alright. Yep, you're whiffing, you're whiffing. Well, I wonder if we blinded those things. We should take a look at that. 50% mischance. I do not have displacement or invisibility or greater invisibility or vanish on me. So yes, I did blind them with, or she did, I should say, with her glitter dust. That's awesome. Now maybe you didn't get both of them, but definitely got that guy, because he was whiffing all over the place. That's why you love glitter dust. Basically, you just gave the equivalent of displacement to your whole team. 50% mischance, period. Alright, Akbo, your turn. Come up here and eat this thing. It looks tasty. Here, it tastes like chicken. Go over here and mess up that guy when your turn comes around. My turn.
You should have run!
That's right, you should have. Solid scare tactic.
Come here, Bax. Knock, knock, stab.
Yeah, that's the stuff. Okay. So now... Hope that's not Jod. That could be Jod. What we got over here? Old prison, the one the sailor was using in the cellar, blah, 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 guard. Highland. Captain removes his helmet and wipes the sweat from his brow. Praise all the good gods. I'm not sure we could have held out much longer without you. What we learned about our attackers? Very little. Some of the monsters erupted from the patients in Captain's hospital, while others seem to have some come straight out of the woods. There are no people among them, and they don't seem to have a commander. They fight more like raging beasts than an army, and that's all we know right now. How bad are casualties among the guards and the civilians? Substantial grace. If you'd arrived much later, I have no doubt the capital would have been lost. Lawful for fine work. You're fighting heroically. The captain salutes you. Thank you, your grace. Have you seen Keston? Yes, I saw him fighting his way toward the town center not long ago. Stay vigilant. The fight is far from over. Yes, your a thunderous rumble sounds from not far off. Something humongous is approaching, crushing buildings along its path. Screen shake. Holy hell. Oh my god, it's the size of a home. Look at the size of that freaking owlbear, man. I don't even want to know what kind of strength that thing has. Oh, he seems pissy. I don't think he wants to be friends. This is your big boss fight for this particular mission, for those of you that were wondering. Obviously. Again, with turn-based combat, this is trivialized. As long as your team's not completely screwed at this point, you're doing fine.
We will prevail.
So, oh, and is that Jod I just saw? And I think that's Keston that just showed up. So there's Keston, there's Jod. So we got the team. Okay, so now we need to kill this thing before he whoops out any of the team that I care about. Eliza. We need to do something fun. What do we got? We got summon monitor lizards. Nah, screw that shit. Let's pull out some dire wolves like right on his face. They'll engage. You will engage over here on the side. He'll swing at them first, because they're attacking them first. Dora, time for you to get in it, buddy. You need to have yourself some extra health, I'm thinking. Oh, whiffing on that spell? Come on now. Knock, knock. Hey, bro. You're not going to get there to do your thing yet.
To use?
Guards are doing their thing. Proto, we need some help on. Let's do something that weakens them for sure. He made a save, but remember, when they make their save, that just means that they're fatigued, not exhausted. So he's a -2 to strength, -2 to dex. Now, I know that's not going to be amazing. If you look at his abilities here, you see the fatigue there for 12 minutes. But it's still a solid hit, and I'll take it. Let's get into a better position for flanking. I'm old school. I have to be on the side to flank. I know it's not true in this game, but still, it's one of those things that I just do.
Cannot
That can
hide from me.
ruin this fool's day. What the hell happened, Ekin? Oh, flat-footed. He has 31 armor. He has bracers of armor plus... Why the hell does this pet have bracers? He must have swallowed them. Tristan. You know what you can do, Tristan? He'll whiff it. I know he will. So let's do something that he won't whiff. There you go. Set his little furry hide on fire. God. Come on, guard. Don't die on me. Let's actually take a quick look at that attack on Eliza. So he had 3 attacks there. A bite, and a claw. And it was at a 28. Just saying. This dude's going to hit. And he's got a -6 on his power attack. So he could be literally at a 34 if he would shut that crap off. But he won't. Just saying. It was going to be a thing, but we got hit. The fact that he critical miss was our saving grace for Eliza, because she would have, well, she may not have died, but she wouldn't have done well.
Do not
Stab it.
hold back.
Good.
Oh, I keep forgetting that Knock Knock has a feat that allows him to do sneak attacks, or the attacks of opportunity if you attack somebody and you're standing near him. That's hilarious. Boom, he's already bleeding. And that's mostly because of Knock Knock out. Dora, finish your attack. Dude, what the hell, bro? Come on, you gotta roll better than a 2, man. Knock Knock, show him how it's done.
Used to lighting enemies on fire first. Huh. Yeah.
That's 2 solid hits from Knock Knock. Oh wait, that's not what I wanted. I wanted to look at the strength damage. Oof, 38 strength though. My god. Good job, Knock Knock. Proto. Let's do that. Burn his ass. That's my team. Just down the big ass beastie. We lost the puppers over here, but that's a dire wolf. They don't count. All right. Oh, I should actually skin that shit. I don't want it. Oh, actually, we don't get to skin it. Oh. Okay, so here's Keston.
Praised be Erastil. You made it.
Yeah, of course I made it.
Right. All hail me. Thanks for knocking some sense back into me. Not sure I could live with myself if Jod had been gobbled up while I was playing hero out there.
Sorry, I need a drink of water. We found where the fiends are coming from. Now we just need to pay them a visit and dispose of this threat.
Praise to Erastil, shield of these lands. Once the battle is over, you must make your way there and destroy the source of this plague. Burn everything in your sight if need be.
Are you all right?
Hardly a scratch, Your Grace. I'm afraid the same can't be said of many of the townsfolk.
What happened here?
I had just finished an operation and was preparing for the next one when all the remaining patients bloomed. There were no survivors. I managed to fight my way to the street and landed straight in this monster's claws. I was running out of spells and stamina, and if it weren't for you, I'd have met my end.
And he's not kidding. If you really would have gone to help Keston at the other place and then came back here, even in a hurry, he still would have died.
There are still many wounded in the city streets. I aim to help everyone I can.
I'm in need of healing. Heal my team.
Go, Your Grace. I must leave as well. The battle isn't over yet. Horrendous creatures prowl the streets, and there are wounded in need of aid. Erastil, save us all.
Keston gives you a short bow and follows Jod out. Alright. I'm happy with that outcome. Phew, looks like we got a breather. If you don't mind me saying, you're an exceptional warrior, Your Grace. I'm not sure you even need the city guard. Highland tries to smile. We'll hold the city. You can trust in us. Focus on finding the heart of this disease. You're our best hope. You're damn right I am. So I'll be leaving shortly. Try to loot all these bodies.
In due time.
Alright, where are more bodies? Okay, got some down here. Come on, guys.
I'm there.
The last one's down here. Like I said, we were going to get back to it eventually anyway. And the reason we're doing this is not just for money. Maybe like, oh, you're overweight, but remember, we can still sell this guy before we hit the streets and get the hell out of here. So, Virgil, show me your smithy, offer him the junk, keeping those swords, and we just made 939 bucks. Not a bad day's work. Alright, is there anything we needed? Ooh, braces of armor +5. I want to put those on somebody. Probably our tanky tank. She's at +4 now. Now she's at +5. And you, madam, are at +4 now. +4. Christian. You want to be awesome too? I know you do. I'll give those to somebody else. Yeah, we'll give them to somebody else.
I do what I must.
Alright, so literally at this point, you want to bounce out. I don't know that you can't rest before going further. They say it's of utmost importance, so usually that means don't dilly-dink around. So we bounce out of here and make our way all the way to... Oh, I forgot something. My. I'll make our way all the way to Womb of Lamashtu. And that will be the next part. That's the one where you literally will, if you can do it solo, I've done it solo, it's super fun. But you will have to have a teammate at some point. So what happens is if you go solo, they teleport a teammate in. It's nice that the devs thought of that, by the way. They had to know that us geeky bastards were going to try to be all, hey, I wonder if I could do this solo. And sure enough, within like the first week of this game coming out, someone's already reporting how they beat the game solo on hard. So it's cool. I like that they think about these things, and there's stuff that you still need teammates for. That's fine. You just don't make me take the teammates everywhere I go. And again, the only reason I'm doing this is because we're on a clock, and plus people are already getting tired. I love how you wouldn't think that there's a way over here, but yet there is.
Time to search for the spot to rest.
And again, we can rest inside. We have camping supplies. I have enough for 2 different rests. So I just would rather get inside to know that we're fine. You know, once you're here, the clock is stopped, so to speak. So I think we're good. And again, you can kind of check that sort of thing, I think, for these types of things.
May we have a moment of respite?
Just give it a second, guys. For these types of things, if you check your journal and you see you haven't hit a red check mark yet, or red X, excuse me, yet, then you know you're probably fine. You haven't missed anything. I would not leave the area and rest. I would rest indoors. That's why I made sure before we left, remember that we had 12 camping supplies, enough for 6 and 6. And if I use Ekin, I think I can actually turn that into 3 camps, because I think he automatically finds 2 for you. Now, I don't know if that works in the dungeon or in the caves, but
Test
we'll
of
give
my
it a go.
abilities.
Alright, what we got here? I got Eliza. Why don't you hit the team up with a Wand of Bless? Thank you, man. Give you guys a chance to run up on us so we can see what we're dealing with here, for one. Ekin, you know what to do. You're going to buff up with this beautiful Hurricane Bow spell. That is a nice upgrade to his weapon, and again, just one size category stronger. So you see it's 2d6 over here, even though it's over here it's 1d8. That's what he did. He would have had the same bonus if we would have cast Enlarged Person on him, because he's a size category higher. You understand? The reason that's important is it stacks. So if I cast Enlarged Person on him now, it instead of being 2d6 would be like, I think, 3d6. And if instead of Enlarged Person, say it was the big one, the Legendary Proportions, that's the one where you're like giant size, I think it goes probably all the way up to like 4d6. And that's pretty huge for a single arrow attack. And remember, he gets multiple in a combat round. Just because he's big doesn't mean he doesn't get to shoot, shoot, shoot. Just saying, it's kind of cool. You can employ the same trick, by the way, for those that are melee by using lead blades, but we don't have that spell. We have the spell in wand form, and I'm not wasting it on anything like that. I'll buff my weapon up with Bane. And again, just to show you why, I'm using this one over here, the Cold Iron Longsword, remember? It's a +1 weapon. I have normally a +4 temporary enhancement. That would have been fine, because +5 total is all we can have. So +1 from the enhancement from the weapon, +4 from my temporary enhancement would have been the perfect number. But I'll take a -1 penalty by activating Bane, because Bane gives me a +2 bonus for anything I swing at. So again, I'm back into being better than what I could have been. And I do even more damage on a hit, because it does 2d6 extra damage per hit. So that's why I did that. But I am not an idiot. I say we take out some gobos this way. Bye, gobos. You lost a lot of your friends. Knock Knock's tired, so I'm just going to pull him up here. He's not going to sprint anywhere. We're just trying to clear out some things before we take a knee in this area. There is a nasty fight up here, by the way. We will not be burdened by it, I don't think. There's a hold person spell that landed. So now that's a helpless target, just for those of you that don't know what that means. So if you need sneak attack damage, if they're helpless, you get sneak attack on that. They are the epitome of flat-footed. They have 0 dexterity right now, for all intents and purposes. So when you see her shooting him, watch
Out
this.
of my way!
Sneak attack, flat-footed, base value 10, size +1, dex bonus -5. That's a dexterity of 0. And of course he's wearing his studded leather. If I would have used a cantrip, to hit that bastard, it would have been even easier to hit him. It's ridiculous how easy it is to hit someone that's paralyzed. That's what helpless is. Eliza, you can't charge, but you have plenty of summons. So we may not rest anytime soon. One, because the clock's almost up for my hour. But the other is I want to try to save the rest for important things later. He had to take the tiniest stutter step. That was dumb. But I also like pushing it until we kind of like run out of resources. I don't want to go crazy. And again, here's normally the cutscene for when you meet up with Keston, or he gives his dying last breath of, "Oh, I should have never," and dies on you like a dumbass because he wasn't supposed to come here. So again, we did what we were supposed to. We did it right. Now you can scope out the area a little bit, but normally, again, just to give you another heads up, when you fight Keston, over here is another big nasty fight. It comes out this way, and this is usually what kills
I'm
Keston.
there.
Usually there's a big owl bear. I want to say it comes out this way.
We
By
should
the way, I
move.
can't see anything.
I do what I
That is
must.
a javelin +2. Alright, let's oh hell. I was about to say, let's stealth that trap open. Oh, that was a crit. Okay, Dora, your turn. Why don't you have some fun freezing all these doofus spiders? Why?
Don't hold back. This will hurt.
We need some poison protection. You see that? Or let's do a stutter step back. That's not back. Back in.
True.
These guys have a mischance, which means they have the equivalent of blur on them. Alright, Tristan. We need some protection now, Sunshine. So we're going to use your Bonded Holy Symbol to get the spell back so that we can at least buff everyone up with Delay Poison Communal. Otherwise, we would have been hosed by these spider bites. Akbo. Knock, knock.
Be easier if you not fight back. Yeah. Yeah.
Again, doing work. Knock, knock, you're doing work. Eliza, let's pit everyone on prayer, penalty the bad guys, and buff to us.
We shall overcome.
Wizards are here to have some fun. Spiders eating my lizards, you bastard. Alright, Proto, step back. Again, like I said, I am big on using resources up before taking a knee, so we might as well start pulling out all the stops for our protection's sake. You see, we're having difficulty hitting these doofuses, and this is where, again, things like Blind Fight come in super handy. For melee attackers, obviously. I'm going to charge up because I really want this Doom Spider to die. Oh, that'll work. Okay. Ekin. I need to move back here again, kiddo.
I grant you death.
There we go. I know he probably has point-blank mastery. I just don't like being up and in their face. He does not have the protection that he needs for this. We are going to buff up Hugbo. Get him off, well. Swing and miss both times. Critical miss and a miss. They got decent armor. These spiders are bad, but this is the one that, again, when I have soloed this mission, I was soloing it as a Magus, a sword, sorry, not swords. Well, I did it as a sword saint. I did it as a actual wizard, as a scroll savant, as solo. And I also have done this as a Eldritch Scion, my favorite class of Magus. And the best way to do it is round them up, get in a corner, and fireball, 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 or Sirocco, or whatever else you have AoE style that can just damage these things. Siroko's amazing because it's damage each round from one spell. So it's straight up amazing. But, again, you don't have that, and you're limited to your hack and slashing ways. Which is still fine. I'm not worried about it. I mean, obviously, auto hits are auto. So there's ways to get around the problem. But, again, one at a time is kind of piecemealing it. Fireballs are kind of the cheese. Which, again, in D&D it always has been. So, kind of should have been. Dorraj is doing it.
Cannot hide from me.
Nice. Valiant try, Ekin. All this garbage and ground stuff in the cave is messing us up. Oh, no, we don't want you over there.
I'll try to make this swift.
You stop being crazy. Knock knock, why don't you work on this trap if you can, sir?
Did it without breaking it.
You did it without breaking it. You're dead. Okay, Eliza. What are we doing, kid?
Strike as one.
Proto.
Run them through.
Have a moment of respite.
Alright, let's do a quick save on that.
Time to search for the spot to rest.
Follow if you
There's a lot of weird things that you're going to start finding for gear now.
Me see, me keep.
Make sure to do your saves, quick saves, to scum save this stuff if you don't have more than one person that's really good at picking locks. I have 3.
I did.
There's a headband of Inspired Wisdom +4. Now, obviously, that's not something that I'll put on Tristan, because he already got the Phylactery, which buffs his heals by 2d6 of heals each time he fires off that big AoE sucker. And that's just money in the bank. But that doesn't mean we don't have wisdom people on the team. So again, look at your team, give them the upgrade. There's more spells a day, more armor for her when she's not exhausted, of course. At least she's getting that armor bonus, so that's something. Javelin, nice. And, oh, I got another breastplate +2, I didn't even notice. And a diamond, ooh, la-di-da. And those are, by the way, used as a material components, diamonds for resurrecting people, I think, or raising the dead. I'm going to dump some of this garbage stuff here just to be a little bit lighter. Okay.
I'm there.
Oh, that's a acid arrow and a fireball scroll. Now we're going to come down here just to show you where we're at. Some potions. And again, if you had Jubilos with you, you'd be having all kinds of fun buffing with potions. We're not doing that sort of thing right now. Nice. Talbot Warriors. We're going to get all kinds of loot in this one. So when we go back, I think like right now we're at like, what, 1,000? 100,000? Yeah. So when we go back, when we sell stuff, it would not surprise me if we were somewhere near the 200,000 mark. That's how much loot we're going to get from this place. So again,